Rockets trail by 11. They've got Luke Cornett. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Stephon Castle. And it's Bryant in at the four-man position. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Şengün, a screen on Fox. Back to Şengün. Outside Eason. Shot clock at 6. Whitehead's shot is good. Whitehead's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
San Antonio moving the ball around. Count that one. And the Spurs lead by 11.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And Şengün gets it to go.
They're calmly knocking it down. Şengün looks zen-like at times.
And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the block strand.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, "Their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team." Back to you, Brian.
They've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. A nice shot by Mr. Clutch.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Pass to Shepard. Şengün, a screen on Fox. And here's Shepard for 3. San Antonio with a rebound. They're really clicking as a unit. Tonight, looking for their 11th straight win.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Şengün, a screen on Fox. Shepard. The Rockets again can't hit.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Here's Mr. Clutch. 23 points in the game. Looking to win the run, and Eason with the layup. Eason's got his second basket of the game.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
A nice shot by Mr. Clutch.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficiently.
Rockets trail by 16. Outside Eason. Pass to Shepard. The 3. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor. San Antonio has gone 5 of 6 from three-point land so far. Here's Mr. Clutch. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Mr. Clutch has got 27 points.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Here's Whitehead for 3, and the three-pointer goes. Here's Castle. He's scoreless. 3 seconds left. That shot, no good. That'll do it for the first half. It's the Spurs up by 15. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
27. Please direct your attention to center court.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the San Antonio Spurs.
Well, you see their focus on the glass, getting second chance points on one end and preventing them on the other.
That's been just one of the storylines in a total wipeout thus far. Okay, now let's see what's going on around the league in terms of injuries.
The Warriors, not.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's Porter. So the Houston 5 right now. Katie and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Kevin Porter is out there with Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. It's a 13-point game. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. Şengün passes to Porter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Porter's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, great body control makes working inside a strength for Porter Jr.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. From 13. And the shot is good. Dropped it in off the front of the rim. And the Spurs lead by 13. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Well, with De'Aaron Fox, he may go through peaks and valleys, but he's always dangerous, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes you watch and think, this defense is doing a great job against him. And then he'll drop 15 and a quarter without even breaking a sweat. Yeah, once Middleton gets that close to the rim, he's usually going to find a way to get the score.
Şengün, the screen. Porter, the pass to Şengün. Back to Porter. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Spurs lead by 15. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Mr. Clutch has got 31.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Houston working the ball around. Smith outside. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
Oh, you talk about guys close to 7 feet, and Smith is one of the best from deep.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by Porter. Again, the Spurs score.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
To the wing on the left. Pass to Durant. There's the 3. At the arc. KD drains it.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Here's Mr. Clutch. And the layup is good. Mr. Clutch has got 8 here in this quarter.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Outside Porter. Count it.
Yeah, big effort from Porter down low. Getting past some contact into his shot.
San Antonio leading by 13. Fox, the pass to Mr. Clutch. And when you're trying to slow down a great scorer, there are those shots you've just got to live with, Stan.
Well, look, B.A., you can't take away everything, particularly from the great players. I think when you're game planning, what you have to decide is just that. What can you live with and what do you want to take away? And you try to just make those great players a little bit less efficient. You're not going to shut them down, but maybe you can make them a little bit less efficient. And he was hot from 3 to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And the Rockets will go for a different look here. Finney Smith checked in for Alperen Şengün. Eason comes in for Smith. Whitehead, he's checked in for Porter Jr. And it's Shepard in for Thompson. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. Pass to Durant. Finney Smith, the screen. Beyond the arc. Nails it from 3. Finney Smith's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Durant. Oh, wasted no time on that one. And the Spurs lead by 13.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy. And every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Outside Finney Smith. And Houston, another three.
Yeah, I really like their game plan offensively coming out of the half. They've been efficient and effective, but they're still chasing the lead.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Durant takes it in. Soft touch off the glass. Durant's got 7 now in this quarter.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
Sinks the tray.
Bombs away in the first half. He's followed up the effort with 3 more triples since.
Durant taking it in close.
What a burst out of that first step. Straight to the hole.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Again, the Spurs score.
Well, they keep going to it, and he keeps delivering.
And so the San Antonio Spurs up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
Well, that is what...
Houston making a change here. Durant's checked in. Spurs lead by 10. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Up front, they're going with Johnson and Wemby. And it's Mr. Clutch in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. For 3, Durant. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
You have to credit their effort.
Good! Another from 3.
For this franchise now, he's hit the most threes in a single season. Unbelievable.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul of the game. Amen Thompson's checked in for Whitehead.
Rocket substitution. Number 1.
Pass to Shepard. Houston working the ball around. Eason. Houston with another miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Thompson. And yes, sir! In stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Spurs lead by 14. It's good from beyond the arc.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
On the wing, Durant. He's guarded by Castle. Thompson outside. 5 to shoot. Puts up the tray. Wembanyama rips down the board. San Antonio's gotten 4 of 7 3-pointers to fall in the fourth. A nice shot by Mr. Clutch.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They trail by 20. Middleton is checked in for San Antonio. Vassell comes in for Castle. And then for Houston, Smith comes in for Eason. And it's Porter Jr. in for Shepard. Here's Porter. The Rockets with another miss. And it's the Spurs ball. They're on a 15-6 run. A nice shot by Mr. Clutch.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Thompson, a screen on Middleton. And he lobs it up. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Oh, good recognition from Smith Jr. Now, sensing the defense overcommitment and punishing them for it.
Mr. Clutch passes to Vassell. Here's Mr. Clutch. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Spurs.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Mr. Clutch.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
Pass to Durant. From deep. Rebound by San Antonio.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Mr. Clutch passes to Mayo, and he goes in for the dunk.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Picked by Smith. Pass to Durant. Clock at 4. Shoots over Johnson. The Rockets with another miss. Here's Mr. Clutch. From downtown, on target from range.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way.
And Pete, great win tonight against very tough competition.
A big part of it is fans. Teams know if they come.
Over to you, B.A.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Good game, FD.
All right, it's Legends Night. We got a packed house here to celebrate. A lot of former.
What's up, FP?
MP about to tear the roof off.
kids nicer last weekend. Good, Andy. I was at the top.
We want your time as your reader to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time,
So, Tim, for teams off to a really slow start, there's pressure to get it together before it's too late, and there's not enough time to make it up.
Well, it's early, so teams still have time. I think some teams have been affected by injury or just slow starts by individual players. It's not too late, but you can't wait too long either.
And these home games have been very important to MP this season. He wants his squad to be seen as one of the toughest and most reliable home teams in the NBA.
It has been fun to watch MP chase that objective, right? Especially for the fans. He's kept his squad fired up every time they step onto the home court, just tearing up anyone who comes into their house.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Jones and Williamson in at the forward position. Then there's DeJounte Murray, and it's Queen in at center. Now here's Murray. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. A nice shot by Hood Schifino.
Interior passing is so difficult if you aren't precise. They were right there. Nice work.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Wembanyama. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Williamson in the post. Defended by Middleton. Wide open look here for Murray. Offline with his three. Spurs have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now here's Murray. Last game, 26 points. Here's Queen. Can't connect from short range.
Well, the defense challenged him just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim.
Pass to Vassell. Here's Singh. Pelicans pull it in. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Well, they say film doesn't lie, and you could just imagine these guys watching this film. It's going to be an ugly sight for sure.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Jazz really lit up the floor. He contributed 52 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Great stuff, Allie. Greg will see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. The Pelicans making a switch here. Pelicans trail by 10. Alvarado finds Bay. Back to Alvarado. Now Jones. Three-pointer. And the Pelicans miss again. To the right side. A three ball. And he hits it from deep. 3 points there from Singh. Mr. Clutch has got 13.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Bay to end the run. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Spurs. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points, we might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And that one, good.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Singh the pass to Johnson. Now Cornett. Here's Mr. Clutch. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's San Antonio looking at a 13-point lead. And is checked in for Johnson. New Orleans also making some changes. Hood Schifino's checked in, and Murray subbed in for Jose Alvarado. And New Orleans also making a change. Williamson is checked in for Bay. Ryan is out there with Luke Cornett. Then it's Castle, and it's Fox, and it's Singh, and at the shooting guard. That's the San Antonio 5.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
So let's head to the sideline. We've got some news on Zion Williamson. Allie, what are they saying about the prognosis?
Thank you, guys. I got a status report from the Pelicans head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. They've made the call that they feel it's okay for him to play. And even though there's a moderate recovery time, he's also confident at the moment to be back on the floor.
And Allie, we thank you for the report.
Well, it's a tough part of the game for sure. You see these athletes out here with the strength and speed that they play with. Injuries are unavoidable.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility everywhere.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Well, the Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Kevin, back to you.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And the Spurs with possession following the score by New Orleans. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Now here's Williamson. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. That shot misses.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Chalk up 2 there.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. A different look now for San Antonio. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Chris Middleton comes in for Bryant. And it's Vassell in for Fox. The Pelicans also changing it up. Queens checked in, and Jones subbed in for Trey Murphy. .102 left to play in the first half. Williamson kicks to Murray. New Orleans moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jones for 3, and Benyama with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Sing the pass to Vassell. Here's Mr. Clutch. Outside for Benyama. Inside, here's Sing. Count it. 21 points for Mr. Clutch.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And Murray's got the ball here for New Orleans. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots the 3. No good that time. And so it's San Antonio, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we'll be right back after this.
Looking at San Antonio, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure.
Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Pelicans.
Can't miss this many shots and not be.
Thanks for spending halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Nothing in this league more difficult to defend than a well-timed weak side cut.
Here's who James Borrego is starting the second half with. Jones and Williamson in at the forward position. Then there's Murray, and it's Queen in at the 5 down low. Well, you won't find many point guards with better physical tools, Tim, than DeJounte Murray.
Look, Kevin, he's 6'4" with a 6'10" wingspan. That makes him disruptive defensively, and he is more than capable on the other end.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Now here's Murray. Scoreless thus far. Williamson outside. Lots of room. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And he dunks it down.
And Murray has the vision you want in a lead guard. He scans the floor and finds his team quality shots.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. There's the triple. Sinks the triple. Mr. Clutch has got a pair of threes now here in the third for San Antonio.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Hood, Javino. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist in this one. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Singh, and he gets the bucket. Mr. Clutch has got 8 points in the quarter.
This is the second half start they were hoping for. 4 straight field goals out of the gate.
And you think of the different styles of play. Tim, is there one that you prefer watching?
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play. And I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can. Here's Mr. Clutch. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 31 points for Mr. Clutch.
Now he is red hot, leading the game in scoring.
Here's Hood-Schifino. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
I love the shot selection from him right now. He's not settling, and that's why he's shooting at a very high rate.
Here's Hood-Schifino. And again, New Orleans has no luck. San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Pass to Castle. Good on the shot. Castle's got his first basket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
1:07 left here in the third quarter. Williamson looking it over. Out to the wing. Here's Hood-Schifino. Nailed from three-point land. Hood-Schifino's got 11 points. Here's Mr. Clutch. 33 points for him. Spurs working the ball around now. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. First free throw is good. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Both free throws good from Singh. New Orleans gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Nice shot by Misi, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
That one goes. Counted.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Alvarado with it. Nothing on the board. It's good from long range.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Here's Singh. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
And so it's San Antonio. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, and
in for the Spurs. Mr. Clutch comes in for Harper. Castle is out there with Mr. Clutch. Then it's Luke Cornett. Then it's Johnson. And it's Bryant in at the 4 slot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Hood-Schifino, rebound by Johnson. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Singh the pass to Cornett. Castle on the wing. Bangs home the trifecta.
This is something Castle has been working on, developing his long-range consistency.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Williamson against Bryant. Murray outside. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Castle. All alone. Dishes it down to finish the break.
Smart bucket by Castle. Get out and run.
Pass to Hood-Schifino to halt the run. And again, New Orleans has no luck. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Murray against Castle. Lays it up off the glass. Castle's got 9 points now in just the second half.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Pass to Queen. Now here's Murray. A rebound by the Spurs. Castle's got 6 rebounds in the game. Down low. Three-pointer. And the 3-ball is good. Castle's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Spurs.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Mr. Clutch.
And watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves.
And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on court.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the inside, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Well, they have finally found something that's working, but it's against a defense that clearly has let up since they have the lead.
And here is Williamson. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just searching for answers that they could never find.
MVP right here. Ms. Harkin.
Yes, thank you.
I have a ton of respect for those guys.
And the unmistakable greeting to Las Vegas. Just a stone's throw away, and we're here in the Western Conference semifinals of the NBA Cup. The excitement has been building to this do-or-die moment.
Yeah, even though this game counts toward their regular season records, they're not thinking about that. Each team just wants to get to the championship and show that they are the best in the West.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. We've got Butler, Brandon Pajimski out there with Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Porter in at the point guard position. And here's Butler outside. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter.
Jimmy Butler taking it upon himself to get those 3 points back.
To the left side wing. Down low. Here's Mr. Clutch. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
He buries it from three.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Well, when you think about all the miles Jimmy Butler has on his legs now, how many more does he have left, Greg?
Well, he's been shouldering the load for a long time. But what separates him from the pack is his sheer will and his IQ. So he might just surprise us a little.
San Antonio's gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
Here's Mina, 15 in his last outing. Pass to Butler. Three-pointer. Rebound San Antonio. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
Golden State has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
That's what happens when you try to challenge Wemby. If you don't know, now you know.
San Antonio moving the ball around. Mr. Clutch. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Mr. Clutch has got 18. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Cornette's checked in for San Antonio. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Jimmy Butler. The Warriors have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Trailblazers was tremendous. He dropped 50 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Here's Mina. No points yet. Pass to Butler to end the run. Knocks it down from distance.
Nice shot from Butler, making himself a threat from downtown.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Knocks down the triple. Mr. Clutch has got 26.
He's rolling. The best start to a game you could hope for.
Porter looks it over. Here's Mina. Pass to Butler. Lets the 3 fly. Cash. Assisting on the play with Porter. Butler's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Over to the left wing. Here's Mr. Clutch. In the game against Portland, very impressive. 6 to shoot. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. 28 points for him.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Butler passes to Hartenstein. Here's Podziemski. 3-pointer off the mark. Here's Mr. Clutch. Pass to Cornette. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm. So
we're just 3 quarters away. Both teams making some changes here. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Then it's Victor Wembanyama, and it's Mr. Clutch in at the 3, the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5.
There's not much you can do to slow down Butler in the mid-range. He just gets to his spot and rises up.
Richard, tough as nails. Jimmy Butler always takes the fight head on.
And lifts his team when it matters most. And look, he's not for everybody, but look, if it's about winning, he's exactly who you want on your side.
And so it's Golden State with it, following that last 3-pointer by San Antonio. Pass to Minot. Out to the wing. He's guarded by Castle. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot. Spurs lead by 11. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. A nice shot by Mr. Clutch.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Butler. Butler with emphasis.
And Butler was a raw offensive prospect early on. Now he's a wrecking ball on this end.
Bryant outside. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Fires from deep. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. With the new 11-year, $77 billion TV deal kicking in this season and tons of compelling teams, the NBA is in a great place. Commissioner Adam Silver said the NBA is in as strong as a position as it ever has been. Not just in my time as commissioner, he said, but in my over 3 decades at the league. Guys?
That's saying something. All right, thank you, Allie. Here's Butler, following that last 3-pointer by San Antonio. Oh, tough work inside from Butler.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. Puts up a 3. Good! Another from 3. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
The B.A., he's on fire.
Outside Porter. Here's Minot. And here's Porter. He's covered by Fox. And here's Butler outside. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got his 4th assist in this one. And Fox has got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
They expected more of themselves against this team last year. Split the games between them.
Out left to the wing. And we've got 28 seconds left in the second quarter. And it's Butler with the jam.
When Butler is cleared for takeoff, just get off the runway.
Fox, the pass to Mr. Clutch. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
And here's Butler outside. Rebound by San Antonio. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game of the Nets. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's the Spurs opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the San Antonio Spurs.
Look, guys, anything can happen in a game like this, and we've already seen this kind of hype. You know, we know what it brings. I wouldn't go so far as to speculate that the players are dealing with nerves like we see during the postseason, but the energy in that building is fire.
What about the energy right here, Shaq? I mean, EJ, me, we're just warming up, watching the first half.
And what better time than now to get caught up on the Rookie of the Year race?
Well, we're deep enough into the year right now, we can confirm these dudes are legit. They're going to be a problem for a long time.
Yeah, I really like this rookie class. Has some potential stars, man.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll
And we welcome you back as we get set to bring you second half action from the NBA Cup. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. We've got Brandon Pajemski, Butler out there with Isaiah Hartenstein, and it's Minot in at the 4 spot.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
To the left wing, here's Mr. Clutch. Yet another bucket.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Pass to Butler. No good. And now 9 for 14 in the game. Fox for 3. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
A smooth-looking three-point shot. I think Fox is feeling it.
Golden State has gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10. Tries it from the top of the key. Rebound by San Antonio. To the inside. Here's Middleton. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
You know, Richard, one thing you notice about Victor Wembanyama, he is even-keeled.
Yeah, you don't see him yell. You don't see him criticize. He works on building that team chemistry. I respected players like that, the calm leadership type. No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Mr. Clutch. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Back to Porter. Hartenstein a screen. Clock at 6. Now Butler lets it go from deep. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got 6 assists here tonight. Here's Mr. Clutch. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. Pass to Wembanyama. And then jammed it down as he goes right over Jimmy Butler.
Wembanyama with the mean finish.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? 1:58 left in the third quarter. Golden State has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Cornette's checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Vassell. And the Warriors making a switch here. Now here's Hartenstein. Still no points. Here's Pajemski. Misses the 3.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Fox the pass to Mr. Clutch. And he comes up with a bucket. Mr. Clutch has got 56 in the game.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
On the wing, Porter. He's covered by Fox. And then Porter with the dunk.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Porter. It's stolen by Fox. Here's Castle. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Fox has got 10 assists here tonight. So active. The Warriors have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Back to Pajemski. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. Brian, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama, so he gets them both. For San Antonio, they've gotten off to an incredible start in this half. 8 of 8 from the floor. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. San Antonio moving the ball around. Here's Mr. Clutch. He got it again! Sensational!
And to see him hit the 60-point mark twice in a year, that's a special talent.
Incendiary scoring performances on any given night. And nearing third place for most 60-point games in a season. And so... both teams making substitutions here. Johnson passes to Mr. Clutch. Back to Johnson. Here's Mr. Clutch. Castle on the wing. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Outside Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Stephon Castle is out there with Harper. Then there's Johnson, and it's Mr. Clutch in at the small forward position. That's the San Antonio 5.
I wouldn't say Butler seeks contact, but he sure doesn't turn it down.
Mr. Clutch passes to Harper. Here's Mr. Clutch. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game close. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Back to Castle, inside. Out left to the wing. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Puts it up from the high post. And San Antonio again with a bucket.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Here's Butler. Shakes him. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. Johnson against Hartenstein. Here's Mr. Clutch with some arc, and it's good on the layup.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Spurs.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And with this one safely in the books, it'll mark their 23rd win of the year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Mr. Clutch.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Putting his body to work in the paint, Butler using his athletic skills to get it done. Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's Butler. There's the triple. Rebounded by Castle. Here's Mr. Clutch. Not this time.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Three-pointer. Connects again from distance.
Another three for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game.
Even though his team is lagging behind, he's playing.
And again for three.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. So we see the Spurs taking the W here.